Good morning, FlossTube. It's Tanya, the Zen Stitcher. I know it's been probably 3 years since I last did my YouTube. Wow. I'll put it down below or maybe across the screen and let you know. Who cares anyway? Um, so it's a new year. Today is the 7th of January, and I am trying to turn over a new leaf with regards to my floss tube and have been wanting to record a floss tube for the longest time, but for whatever reason, just didn't get myself organized. And this year, I'm trying to, well, actually, let me just restart. I've put together a list of 25 items I want to accomplish in 2025. And this is completely aspirational, but I do have on that list that I want to finish some WIPS. And so I thought I would add to my list, do at least one YouTube, show your WIPS, and have some accountability to myself by showing the WIPS, putting them out there, and hopefully getting people to, sort of help me be accountable and finish. Um, I don't know how many WIPs I have, so what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to go grab all my WIPs, and many of them maybe you have seen in my previous um, YouTube videos, so there may be some repeats. Um, but I think there are a few new ones as well. And I'm really hoping that by showing these WIPs, I will at least pick 3 of them and finish 3 this year. Okay, so I'm going to go get them and I'll be right back. Okay, here's number 1. Here, let me do the chart first. Okay, so the first WIP is Mary Busby, Ackworth School, 1804, and this was reproduced by the Leisure Needle. Now this is a Quaker that is not in print anymore, and I'm not even sure how I got this chart. I think I got it from somebody in the UK. I'm sorry, I don't remember. Anyway, it is floating around somewhat, but it's a really beautiful little Quaker, and I've made quite a bit of progress on it, so I'll show you the progress. And let's see. So I am over half done, I believe. Yeah, now I can. Yeah, actually, I could finish this pretty quickly, I think. Anyway, it's so pretty. I love the soft colors. And I know I'm stitching this on 40 count, but I don't know what linen it is off the top of my head. If I find it, I'll put it in below or scroll it across the screen. And then these are the threads that I'm using. And this is all Overa Soie d'Alger. Yeah, these are all Soie d'Alger threads. Pretty, right? Yeah, very soft colors. Not super bright, but, sort of muted. And it's really lovely. So that's WIP number 1. Okay. I'm going to do these in groups of 5. So number 2 is one that I've wanted to start for a super long time, and finally started it this year, and that's Hannah Sanderson. Okay, so this one, Hannah Sanderson, and that's reproduced by Claudia Dutcher from Dutch Treat. This sampler is so beautiful. I've had it on my list for a long time. Started it last year, didn't get very far, but I might return to that I'd like to return to it. Anyway, the fun thing about this one is she reproduced it. It was originally reproduced in this magazine called The Needleworker, and I actually have all copies of the sampler in here. But when she reproduced it the first time, the Needleworker had told her that they wanted it reproduced on a whiter linen, and then she, so it's a little bit brighter than it is, you know, the antique. So when she reproduced this one, she did it on darker linen and changed the colors a little bit to reflect those in the antique sampler. There are two versions, one for dark and then one for a lighter fabric. So if you want to do it on lighter fabric, you can. But I think I prefer the darker fabric. Oh, here. And that's a little bit better look at the antique. It's so beautiful. I know there's a lot of words up here, but that's, you know, don't let that intimidate you. The butterfly here is so pretty. I cannot wait to get down to the bottom and stitch all this lusciousness. And it's so full of motifs. Really fun. Okay. And my progress is not very much. Just a little top, like, I don't know, maybe eighth. Get my needle minder out of the way. Here we go. So that's my progress. I can't wait to get down to the bottom, but I really don't mind the words. And the words are not, let me see, not over one. Okay. And I am using Auvert Soie. Did I get this? No, never mind. Okay. And linen. Oh gosh. So I think I'm stitching it on 46 because it's such a big sampler. Let's see. Oh, I don't know what my... I'm sorry. I don't know my linen. Okay. Again, I will put it in the notes below when I find what linen I'm using. You know, I want to practice. All you guys who do this kind of thing week after week, I just decided on a whim to do it today. Here are some of the colors. I haven't put all of them on the floss cards, but aren't they pretty? Again, very pretty. And yeah, okay. All right, so next one. What is this? Nothing. Okay. This one is, it's a surprise. Oh yes, oh my God, I love this one. Okay. This is an Aimee mitten sampler. Ooh, there we go. No, like that. Okay. Aimee mitten. It's been so long. I don't know what it's called. It's called A Thread of Connection. And I'm using the threads that she sent, which are her own. So they're to die for. And her threads are really wonderful to work with. I love working with her silks. Okay, not sure what's going on here. So I can show you some of the, so here's some of the colors. I wonder why they're so, oh, these are chenille. That's why. That'll be fun to work with. I don't know what I'll be stitching with the chenille, but that's fun. And then here are some of the other colors. Okay. Oh, so pretty. I love it. I love the greens, the gold green, and this red, kind of, I don't know what you would call that. It's kind of, what does she call it? Blood red. That doesn't look like blood, but it's beautiful. This one too. She has the funniest names, Gravestone. And, oh, this green. Scream green. That's so pretty. Oh, and this green too, sorry. Rigor mortis. A little macabre, but anyway. Okay, I'll show you my progress. This is a fun sampler. Look how beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh, why haven't I worked on this one? Oops, what's going on here? Okay, needle. Okay, so that's how far I've gotten. And this is really quite fun to stitch. I've done another Aimee Mitten piece, and her samplers are really, she doesn't do only samplers, but her designs are really whimsical and fun. I enjoy working on her work or her charts. Okay, fun. But all the, yeah, the letters. Don't you just love those curly cues? Yeah, they're cool. All right. Okay, why haven't I worked on that one? I have no idea. Okay, next one is, I think I know which one. Oh yeah, oh my God, I've got to finish this one too. Oh, what is wrong with me? Okay. This is Ann Tong Uffindell. Ugh. So beautiful. Okay, gotta work on that too. See, I've got, well, I don't know. Not that, oh, what, here we go. Oh, I can't, the directions are really hard for me. It's all backwards. Okay. So, not that far. Maybe a third of the way. So pretty. Don't ask me what the linen is. Probably 40 count, but I have no idea. Okay. Wait, maybe I do. Yeah, 40 count. But I didn't write down by who. Okay. And then I'm using Vicki Clayton silk. Yeah. Yes. Vicki Clayton silks, which I also love to work with. Oh, these are so pretty. Look at these colors. Look at them. Oh my goodness. So beautiful. Oh my goodness. Look at that pink. Oh, so pretty. The red. Oh, the reds. Yeah. Anyway, okay. How many was that? 5? Was that 5? Okay. All right, I have to go get more. I'll be back. Okay, here's the next round. This one I barely started. It's called Rebacah French from the Essamplaire. Oh my gosh, look how pretty that is. This part, I think that's mostly freehand embroidery. Look at that beautiful pot of flowers and the birds. So pretty. And I am stitching this, most likely it's 40 count because I mostly do 40. I haven't started very much of it. just the top corner. And I'm stitching with Soie d'Alger as well. Very pretty silk. Okay. I think what I'll do is I'll list everything below in the comment, and not in the comments, in the description, and I'll repeat, the threads, and if I find the linen name, I'll let you know. Okay. All right. Next one is Martha Evans. Okay, that's so pretty. So this one was reproduced for Brenda's birthday from Brenda and the Serial Stitcher. And Brenda hasn't finished it either. So I don't know, maybe maybe I should get in touch with her and say, hey, let's finish it together because this is so pretty. Ah, I love it. Oh, what do I not love? I don't know. I love everything. Okay. Oh my God, this is a ginormous piece of linen. Holy cow. Okay. See, I haven't gotten far at all. Oh, so pretty. And where are the threads? Here they are. Geez, Vera Soie again? Maybe I put in a few of my own colors. Oh, you know what? I'm doing a mix. I know that's probably sacrilege for some people, but I don't care. I'm doing some Vera Soie and DMC. Maybe, oh, and here's even Gentle Art. Yeah, so it's kind of a mishmash. I probably did my own conversion. I got these silks from one of my advent calendars that I did, and I'm probably using, these are Vera Soies. Yeah, so I'm mixing and matching. And looks like mostly it's DMC that I'm using, I think. Yeah, okay. All right, next. This one, oh gosh, yeah, this one is a fairly new one. Wait, yeah, this is a new one. Okay. How do I explain this one? It's not a true sampler. This is from Mary Beale. Her charts are available online and in PDF form. She used to do a lot of like leaflets, but this chart in particular was only online and digitally available, and I had wanted to do it for years and years and years, and so I finally bought it and downloaded it, and then sat with it for quite a long time because I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do. It's called Days of Advent, and it's a pretty big piece, and it's basically 24 panels that depict different stories from the Bible. And it's just the way Mary Beale designs is so pretty. I love her colors and her sense of design, and it was just such a fun thing. So most people, when they stitch it, do it, in a kind of like the hawk runs, in a big one piece. And I thought, I just don't want to have a big piece like that, and it's probably not something I would display all year because it's technically a Christmassy kind of thing because it's Days of Advent. So I thought it might be fun to make kind of a little book. And when I was browsing through some of my sampler and antique needlework quarterly magazines, I came across a book of alphabets that Ellen Ellen. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting your last name. Quigley. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Ellen. I'm having a Chester. There we go. So Ellen Chester put together this alphabet sampler book, and I thought, well, that's such a cool idea. So that's what I'm going to do with the days of Advent. I'm going to put together a little book, and then at Christmas time I can bring it out, and people can, or me, probably just me, would go through it. So thank you, Ellen Chester. Oh my God, it's so cool. So her directions, this was really useful because it helped me here plot out how I'm going to stitch the panels. So you don't stitch them in order of 1 to 24 because, when you're putting together a book, you have to put the pages that are going to face each other next to each other, if that makes any sense. Probably doesn't make any sense. But anyway, so this is what I've done so far. So the first one here, that's the Adam and Eve. No, where is it? Where's Adam and Eve? Here we go. So that's Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. And then, what was second? I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter. This one is the ram. Let's see, the ram in the thicket. Okay. See the ram there up on the hill. And this one's really cool. This is Noah's Ark. And then the last one here is Abraham and Sarah. Really cool. I love it. I love it so much. So that's the way I'm going to proceed with the other panels. This is going to take a long time to do, but that's okay because I'm not expecting to get it all done this year, but maybe do another set of 4. This is 46 count linen. I think it's from Tabby Cat, actually. Just a ticket. And I am using Vicki Clayton Silks. So Vicki was kind enough to do a conversion for me, and then all of her silks are here. Oh, you can see, pretty. I hope I have enough, but I can always get more. Okay. All right, so the next one, I think I've showed this one before. This is Long Dog Pandemic. I started during the pandemic, and still have a ways to go, for sure. It's going to be a big one. It's 40 count, too, I think. But how pretty is that? So there have been so many beautiful pandemics finished. There we go. And using different colors. I'm just using red and a variety of blacks. So some silks, some DMCs. I just mix it up. And I like using, when doing a black sampler, I don't know if you can tell, but I do like to use different blacks because it kind of gives it some depth and, what's the term I'm looking for? Interest, I guess. Variation. I don't like variegated threads very much, but I just sort of randomly pick, a lighter black and then a dark black and stitch with that. Oh, why am I getting... Some balloons just showed up on my screen. I don't know if that's going to show up. Anyway, whatever. God. Okay. Okay. So this next one, I can only show you a sneak peek because this is actually a model. And I don't want to show the whole thing. So I'm going to, how can I do this? Okay. This is a model I'm doing for Michelle from Tabby Cat. And it is a really special sampler. So Michelle lives in France, but she's British. And when we first met, we were chatting, and I told her, oh, I'd lived in London for a while, and we chatted about where I lived, and we lived in my husband and I lived in a cute it's not cute, beautiful neighborhood called Hampstead. So about a year ago, Michelle found this sampler that was stitched by a young girl that lived in a convent house in Hampstead. And she bought the sampler, and then she contacted me and she said, hey, do you have any interest in reproducing this? And of course I was like, oh my God, yes, of course. That would be so cool to have a sampler stitched by a little girl that lived in Hampstead, where I used to live. And so she reproduced it, and I'm doing the model. And the other fun thing about this sampler is that when I lived in London, I worked at a hospital in Hampstead called the Royal Free Hospital. And the Royal Free is right next to where this convent was and where this little girl lived. So I probably walked by where she lived every day when I went to work. So it's like, oh, I feel so connected to it. And I'm trying to get it done before or by the end of the month. And I'm getting pretty close. I think I'm a little over half done. And there's lots of letters, and letters can go really quickly. So the fun thing about this sampler too is that there are some squares of, it's not mending, what do they call it? Oh my God, I can't remember. My brain. Not mending, but it's like it's another word for mending on samplers, where there are different stitches that young women were taught if they had to repair clothing. I'll leave it there. Okay, I'm gonna go get the next batch. Okay, so here we go. Here's the next bunch. First one is, I've always called it Solomon's Temple, but it's actually called Margaret Jane Leadbitter Sampler. What was it? 1846. Okay, Margaret Jane Leadbitter from 1846, and this was in SANQ winter 2001, and it was reproduced or charted by, I should say, Christy, Schmitz, and Aimee Newell, and the samplers from the collection of Scottish Rite Masonic Library and Museum. And there we go. That's how far. Oh boy. Needle minders smack dab in the middle here. That's not gonna, let's see. Okay, here we go. I love this so much. Oh my God, I love this sampler so much. Why haven't I worked on it more? Okay. This is on Newcastle linen, 40 count platinum. And I am using, I think I'm using DMCs. Yeah. Called for DMCs. Lots of pretty pinks. Kind of pinks and beige. A little bit of blue, a little bit of green. Anyway, it's a pretty, pretty sampler. And let me show you what it looks like. I'll show you a picture of the antique. Sorry. Here we go. There it is. So pretty. Oh my gosh. I gotta get back to it. Fun sampler. Okay. Alright. So the next one. Oh, I haven't worked on this one in a long time. Deventer Duo by GigiR and Needlework Press. And I had some fits and starts with this one. This is on Soie, Newcastle linen, 40 count. And wait, where is it? No. Here it is. Okay. I guess that's my start. Wow, I really haven't done very much of this at all. Why did I think I had done more? Huh. I think I did some, and then it looks like I pulled out some stitching. I have no idea. I don't know what I did. Okay. I know Ellen Chester has helped me out a little bit with the colors because I was struggling, I think, with some of the colors. I'm going to have to revisit that. But I can see why I haven't worked on it. Oh, maybe this extra linen is here because I thought I was going to restart. Damn, I should take notes. Okay. All right. Next one is, this is not a sampler, but this is a, what is this called? Hairpins. Oh my gosh, look how cute that is. Love. Okay. And I got it as a kit. And that's how far I've gotten. So on the first panel. And a lot of this, let me think. Yeah, it's 10 stitch over 1. Isn't that pretty? I love it. Okay. Oh, I should tell you who that's by. Sorry. So out of practice. This is by Patrick's Woods, and I'm gonna say this is silk. I'm pretty sure it's silk. It looks like silk. You probably can't tell. And I have no idea what count the fabric is, but it all came as a kit. And then it includes like the felt you put on the inside and the backing fabric, so, and the interfacing. So yeah, that's going to be fun to finish. Okay. one is by Heartstring, Samplery, and I just fell in love with this heart, the thirsty heart, and those beautiful flowers. So pretty. As the heart panteth after the water brook, so panteth my soul after thee, O God. Lovely. It's from a Psalm 42:1. Okay. Beautiful. And this one I'm doing, I think I'm just doing a mixture of, it calls for gentle arts. And I think I'm doing gentle arts, but I think I'm also doing, maybe I have some needlepoint silks in there too. Pretty far along here, actually. I should finish this too. What am I saying? I should finish all of them. Oh my God. Okay. That's the purpose of this. I need to be held accountable. Okay. And last but not least is from the Scarlet Letter, a parrot, a leopard, and a lion. And I'm using Soie, and I'm using 40 count linen. This is Lakes. Oh my God, it's Lakeside. Wow. And okay. Oh, I forgot I was doing this. Okay, I'm doing it over 1 on 40 count. And I'm doing a 10th stitch. I'm not doing a full cross. Oops. So fun. So it's not going to be big. It's going to be quite small. I forgot I was doing that. See, this is what happens when you have too many squirrels. Am I really using Soie d'Alger? I must be. Yeah, I am. Huh, okay. Oh God, these colors are gorgeous. Sort of has that medieval kind of look to it, you know, with the golds and the greens and the browns and the pretty blues. That's not all of them. I haven't put them all on there. Okay, that's it. Oh my gosh, I got through them. I don't know. That was 50. No, how many was that? 15 WIPS. Okay. So, here, excuse me. Here's what I would really love if anybody is watching this video. Just comment which 3 samplers you all think I should work on. I'm just going to take a survey and get your input. And I will repeat, I will list all of them in the description. And hopefully I can get a few people to say, Tanya, here you go. Here's your marching orders. Do these 3. I do have to finish the model, so I'm going to be working on the model. But between that, well, I can, you know, pick up another sampler to work on a little bit. So I'd love to get some input and some accountability for getting some of these WIPs done. So on my 25 list for 2025, I think I made a goal of finishing 3 WIPs. And then one of my other goals is to frame 3 of my finishes. And another one of my goals is to finally finish 3 of my, like, you know, pin cushions or whatever, drums or whatever it is that I've stitched, but I haven't done anything about them. So you know, maybe in another video, I'll show you my finishes and get some input from you about what 3 to send to the framer, but I can't promise because it took me so long to get to this, you know, video since the last time I did a video, if that makes any sense at all. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for your comments. Um, who knows? Maybe no one will watch this video, which is fine. It's okay. I've put it out there in the world, and it might just help me, you know, be accountable for finishing something. Um, it's not that I don't finish things. I mean, I do. I just get distracted and start so many other things. And I do have quite a bit of things kitted up as well, but I'm not going to bring that into the picture right now. Um, but I'm, I, I want to be, you know, it was interesting. It was listening to Brenda and Laura on their last 2 floss tubes. Brenda especially, she said she wants to be focused this year. And I agree with that. I am totally trying to be more focused. Um, my word for the year is actually declutter. And part of decluttering, I feel, is finishing some of these projects that are just sort of weighing down on me. It's not like I wake up every day and say, oh my God, I have so many WIPs I have to finish. That's not what's happening. But I think it would be really nice to finish some of these, especially some of them that, like, I'm close to, well, over half done. But I've kind of forgotten about a lot of these too. So it's nice to be reminded of them and get excited about them again. All right, anyway. Hope this finds everybody well. Hope your holidays went well. Thank you for watching, and stay warm out there. It's cold here in New York. It's like 20 degrees with a wind chill that makes it feel even colder. So anyway, I'll see you when I see you. Thanks. Bye.